All right, all right, all right. Hello, hello. Handy Mora here from repurpose.io. More and more people are consuming audio content. I've noticed that a lot lately in the past couple of years. I've been in the content space for several years now, and audio is booming. And today we're going to dive into why and how you can add audio to your content strategy without adding a lot of extra work. So, hey, I'm Hanny Mora, CEO and founder of repurpose.io, which is a distribution platform that helps content creators like you make a bigger impact and reach more people by automatically publishing content everywhere your audience is. So, audio consumption has been on the rise for years now. And I like to break it down into three types of audio content. First, we have podcasts, then we have audiobooks, then we have this new concept of social audio. So podcasts been around for years now. And now in the past 3-4 years, they're mainstream. Everyone knows what podcasts are. You hear about them on TV shows. Everyone talking podcasts. It's not a foreign concept. And this is the space where this is the leader in consumption. What I mean that is most of the audio consumption is done in the podcasting space. Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, even Facebook is getting into the game. So lately, there's Facebook is giving some options for people to upload their podcast to their right on their Facebook page. So even Facebook realizes this, and they're trying to get into the podcast space. But the leaders, of course, are Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, of course. The other category is audiobooks. They've been around for a while, and of course, Audible is probably one of the leaders in that space as well. But social audio, this is a new concept. Well, I say new, but maybe the terminology is a little bit new. But the idea of having a live discussion over audio with speakers, presenters in an audio-only space, all from your phone, is fairly new. And it's been probably one of the biggest players is Clubhouse. About a year ago, they kicked off. They were a big hit, still are a big hit. Again, Facebook tends to kind of see what's big out there and follow along as well. So Facebook has Facebook Live audio rooms launched to certain people where you can have a space, a group of people get in and just talk audio, talk, engage, ask questions, but all in audio only, no video. Twitter Spaces has that option as well. And Spotify as well. I just learned actually recently that Spotify has this thing called the Green Room where creators can get together with their audience and connect and talk all over audio. So it's really, social audio is picking up. It's kind of a combination of, I don't want to say podcasting and social media together. Okay, so why is this happening? I mean, podcasts been around for a long time. Obviously, recently have picked up a lot in popularity and familiarity. But from the thing what I think it's been picked up is because people don't have to be in front of a computer to consume the content. They can be multitasking. They can be doing dishes. They can be at work or working at home, but still listening, consuming the content without staring at a screen. And then another advantage, of course, is consuming on the go. You can consume, a listener can consume content in the gym or in the car or on their commute to work. That's definitely a big advantage. You don't have to be staring at the phone, watching a video, or staring at a screen to consume that content. And one nice thing about podcasts is that they're on demand. I can go in, search for podcasts using my favorite app, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, doesn't matter. I can go and find content and listen to it whenever I want, me, the consumer, whenever it's convenient for me. And that's really important. And I think that's what makes podcasting really, really good, like really attractive for audiences to listen, for consumers to consume content with. And then another nice bonus is as if I subscribe to a podcast, I get notified on my phone when new content comes out. So I don't have to keep looking, searching, or anything like that. It just notifies me right away that, hey, the new episode of my favorite podcast. So me as a consumer, I can just click and start listening. Audiobooks, kind of similar advantages as podcasts as well in terms of easy consumption, on the go, all that good stuff. And people learn from audiobooks. So people like to consume it, especially when they're on the go as well. So learn on the go, similar to consume on the go. And so that's kind of where audiobooks are. But social audio, I want to talk a little bit about social audio. To me, the biggest kind of attraction here as a consumer, like as a content consumer, is that I can connect with, my favorite, I don't say celebrity, but maybe artists or any kind of creator or anybody who I follow. I have direct access to them, and I can, if I join a Clubhouse room or a Facebook Live room, I can talk to them. I can ask questions. I can have an opportunity to have a discussion with them without having to be on video. Right? So some people get nervous and get intimidated by video, but if they're in a room and they raise their hand, they can speak right from their phone, ask their questions, and have a one-on-one opportunity to connect with somebody. And that's a very powerful way to connect with someone. As a creator, podcasts have advantages as well. They're very easy to create. Well, compared to video, they're much easier to create. And you can do it in your PJs. You can do it on bad hair days. It's all good. It's much easier to create than creating videos. And of course, you can easily repurpose video content that you already have into audio. You can use a tool like repurpose.io to do that for you. And then as a creator as well, podcasts have a long life. They live on social media. They live longer compared to social media. So what I mean by that is you post a video on Facebook or Instagram, it's there for a few hours and it kind of disappears in someone's feed, and it's very hard to go find it again. Meanwhile, like I mentioned earlier, once you have a podcast submitted, published, it lives on forever. People can go into Apple or Spotify and search for your content, your podcast specifically, or search for episodes that have about a certain topic, and your podcast episode will show up. So there's a whole different idea of social content versus podcasts. Podcasts live a lot longer and they're much easier to search. Social audio, as a creator, it's kind of like the inverse of what I said a few minutes ago. You have the opportunity to connect with your audience. That's such a powerful thing, to listen to your audience, to hear them ask questions, and to be there for them, present, available to talk. It feels like you're having a one-on-one conversation. Obviously, you're in a room with a lot of people in it, but you do have opportunities where you can have your audience, your fans, your followers, your customers ask you questions where you learn from them and also they learn from you. And another advantage of these social audio platforms is that you have an opportunity to get in front of other people's audiences very easily. So with Clubhouse, for example, there's this ideas of rooms. So someone's hosting a room, they can invite you to be a speaker. And when you speak, you're basically getting in front of all their audience. And then their audience will have the opportunity to talk to you, connect with you. And then, of course, if they like what you have to say, they can easily follow you. So you can easily and pretty quickly build a whole new following just by being a guest speaker and speaking in front of other people's audiences. And again, just like all audio platforms, it's all from a phone. There's no camera, so you can do it while I'm laying in bed, on the couch. It doesn't matter. You can do it right from your phone. And I think just knowing that lets you relax a little bit, but also just lets you do it more often. You don't have to worry about getting ready, fixing your hair or putting a hat on or whatever. There's no camera. You just fire it up your phone and start talking. All right, in the future, if I had a crystal ball, I can predict the future, but I don't. But I'll give you kind of my thoughts on how things are going from an audio perspective. Like right now, audio is kind of like the cousin of video. He's always like the sidekick. He's always there, but video is still the main one. So I feel like audio is going to be the go-to platform for content creators and also content consumers. Obviously, consumers will drive this. People who want audio content more and more, and they're going to expect it in the future. Social audio platforms, like I talked about, like Clubhouse and these type of platforms, I feel like they're already losing a little bit of traction. They'll probably continue to lose a little more traction, just because right now there's no ability to record the content. So just by not being able to record it, at least not easily, it requires a time dedication from both you, the creator, and also from the consumer. So what I mean by that is, with Clubhouse, someone has to set up a room as a creator, invite you, or you set up your own room. So you have to be there for an hour to do your talk and whatnot. Somebody has to show up at a specific time to consume that content. And usually in a room with a lot of people, you're in there for at least an hour until you get your turn to speak and other people get to speak and ask questions. So it's a time dedication on both you, the creator, and also your audience or your consumer to come in and who's listening to your content. So I feel like, there's a lot of buzz early on. There's still a lot of buzz. Clubhouse is a great platform, but I feel like it's going to slowly taper down. And then social audio platforms that will allow recording are going to pick right up, because people are going to start repurposing that social audio content into podcasts. So that way, that content can live way beyond that 1 hour meeting that you've had or the Clubhouse that you've had. So the ability to repurpose these social audio content is very important. That's what's going to basically, my thoughts will say whether this platform will stick around for a long time or will slowly fade away. Because I know from experience, Clubhouse does take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and not everyone has that time to dedicate. Okay, what kind of action steps, takeaways I want you to take from this talk? Well, I want you to first, I hope that you do realize that audio content is important, and I do want you to add audio content to your content strategy. Basically, to say it simply, I want you to start a podcast, a very simple podcast that's basically taking existing video content you already have on YouTube, for example, and turning that into a podcast. So let me just break it right down to you into the simple steps. First, you would need a podcast hosting platform. Think of it as like a YouTube is for video, as a podcasting hosting platform is for your podcast. It's a place where you upload your audios. By far, Captivate.fm is my favorite, but there are tons out there. Choose one. Then go into your YouTube account, download 5. Start with 5. Maybe more if you have more, but start with 5 videos. I mean, you got to think in mind that these are going to be audio content. So something with a screen share or a how-to type video, maybe not the best type of video to turn into an audio. Something like a thought leadership piece or some solo content works really well. Or if you have a guest or an expert that you're interviewing, that works really well as well. So get those videos, download them, and then pull out the audio, add a little intro. You can record it yourself and stick that to the beginning and add a little outro if you want at the end, just to make it feel more like a podcast. Because podcasts typically have a few second intro introducing the show and a few second outro just to kind of close things off. And to be honest, an outro is probably optional. And the last step, once you have that final audio, upload that to your podcast host. So you want to do that right off the bat with 5 videos that you already have right now. And then every time you upload a new video to YouTube, you would do the same thing. Again, assuming it's not a how-to or a screen share type video. And if you want to automate this entire process of turning YouTube videos into audio podcasts, then I highly recommend you check out repurpose.io. It literally automates everything. You would download the videos from YouTube, it would extract the audio, it would automatically upload the intro and outro for you, and also publish that to your podcast host. So you can try it today and publish 10 audios absolutely free. And that's it for today. I mean, my whole goal is to inspire you to think about audio a little differently, think about the power of audio, a whole new audience that you can reach. And I hope to inspire you to add audio content to your content marketing strategy. And I can't wait to listen to more of your content soon.